we live?
We are live.
All right, so I'm here to show you brand new, just prior to the BOP. We've had such good success with the V-Drive 91. This is the paddle that Dave Kalam and I collaborated on. You can see it's got the double dihedral, a little scoop in here. It's been a really popular paddle for us this year. A lot of the top guys you're going to see this weekend racing with this one. In 2014 we offered it at a 91 square inch and a 101 square inch. So this year for 2015 coming, we are going to build these brand new V-Drive 81 square inch blades. So it's a good 10% smaller. You can see the overall width is 6 3/4 inch. So it's a half inch, a three quarter inch rather wider than the 91. And this is going to be good for basically anybody under 160, 150. For 81 square inches, it's actually with this little power pocket here that it creates, it's going to feel like a slightly bigger blade than 81. It's going to feel more like an 84 to most people. And we're going to offer it in two shafts. Our oval tapered shaft, which is pretty new for 2014. You can see the way these connect together at a 45-degree angle. It's helped our dealers out so that the handle is always parallel with the blade. Takes a little bit of that guesswork out when you go to line up to get a jig for cutting the shaft, and then this goes together like this. So this shaft will be available in our tapered shafts, or you can get the popular flyweight shaft, which is a 10% smaller in circumference. So if you have smaller hands, most likely the people buying the smaller blade may have smaller hands. So we decided to offer it in the elite flyweight construction as well. And the total weight of this paddle is going to weigh in about 14 ounces. 13.9 ounces on this one. So for surfing. All right. So April has the question of which one would I recommend for surfing. It depends on your body size and how long you're going to be out for and all that kind of stuff, and how you paddle and what you like to do. For the most part, the longer you're out, the smaller you are, you're going to use a little slightly smaller blade. This one's going to be really popular, again, for people a little bit on the smaller side, or like you talk to Mickey Munoz and these guys who are out surfing for several hours at a time. The smaller blades are a little less taxing on our shoulders and whatnot. So you may find, even if you're a bigger person, that the V-Drive 81 might be the paddle for you, even over the V-Drive 91. As far as shaft stiffness, these are both very similar in construction. The difference is the diameter. So the smaller diameter, this one is just a little over an inch. It's actually 1.05 inch outside diameter. We have an SSI, it's a shaft stiffness index. So these are about a 35 shaft stiffness, where the oval tapered one and the round tapered one, we actually call it a variable stiffness. And at the shorter lengths, it's going to be a 36 stiffness, and at the longer lengths, it's going to be a 39 stiffness, because this is a constant diameter, which is 10% larger than the flyweight shaft, thus making it a little stiffer at the longer lengths. That was one thing we came out with last year. The tapered shafts are actually sort of sized in such a way that the more you cut off for a shorter paddle, you're going to hold your bottom hand, your pulling hand, where it's also smaller. So it's going to be proportionate to your height, and the stiffness is going to adjust proportionate to your height and which blade you would choose to put on the end. That we're making stuff that's the right, not only the right blade for people, but the right stiffness of shaft and sizing to go with that.